Hi folks, and welcome back to another D6 session. My previous video, can't read my own rules. Obviously the artillery couldn't fire at the end of on the shooting phase because you were only allowed one action, and their action was to unlimber. So I've removed the damage point from the watch quit, and there you go. The only people that can actually do two actions in a turn is the light infantry. They can move and fire, or fire and move. They can't move twice. So here we go. Back to turn 10. Roll the dice, and for initiative. Oh, and once again the tie. Oh my word! The Bavarians, I should say, have finally got the start of the turn. So here we go, see what we can do. Well, we know definitely what they're going to do, and that's fire that cannon, that's for sure, but we're going to also move those guys up. We are going to, now the question is cavalry. That is the question. What do we do about the Prussian cavalry lingering on our sides? I daren't put the light infantry out there because they'll cut them to pieces again in turn if I move my guys to line. They could pounce on them because they've got the movement of 4, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4. They would hit them quite quickly. Dilemma. I think we're going to have to do some form of shooting. So I'm going to do these guys and move these guys into line. So that's 1, 2, 3. Keep those guys in column. So that's that's 1, 2, 3. Firing makes 4. Well, I got 1 extra, of course. 1, 2, 3. Move the guys over. So I've got one more action to do, which is the firing phase. But obviously, yes. So firing. Once again, as you remember from last time, rolling a d6. Again, there's no adds or minuses to the dice roll. It's a straight dice roll, and I'm hoping to get a 1 or a 2. That's quite handy. Roll the same. So the Prussians do get a damage token. So that's it for the Bavarians. Let's see what the Prussians are going to do in response. 4. Everyone's out of range at the moment, and I can't do anything about that. So what I'm going to do is 2, 3, 4. Bring my officer more into the centre. Officers are obviously allowed to move through friendly troops. Can't do much else. I must admit, I would love to charge headlong into those Bavarian lights, but obviously I can't quite reach them there, and that would leave them close enough for them to start peppering them with their muskets. So I guess I can trundle them slightly forward. No, you know what, I'm going to leave it. Allow the Bavarians to move towards me rather than the other way. So yeah, so that is the end of turn 10. So let's start up with turn 11 with initiative again. My word. The Bavarians are loving this. Okay, so here we go. What the Bavarians can do. 5 again. Obviously I'm going to keep one to keep firing on the artillery. I'm going to, so that's move these guys over, make sure I'm not blocking line of sight. Move these guys over, so that's 1, 2, obviously keeping 1 for the artillery. 3. These guys are now reduced to 1 movement. See again, making sure I'm not blocking line of sight for the artillery. So that's 1, 2, 3 plus 4 makes 5. Yes, I think I'm just going to have to do it and take the hit from the butchers. Yeah, that's it. So I'm going to keep that like that, and they are 1, 2, not quite in range. I know these guys have moved, but they can move and fire because obviously these guys are light infantry, so they can take that turn anyway. 3. Artillery is going to fire, so let's do the artillery first. Once again, roll the dice. 1, 2, or 3. Ooh, let's roll it on camera. Nope. So that is a shaken token on the target. The excuse me, the lights are also going to fire on those. 1, 2, yes, they're in range. And any restrictions, let's have a quick look. ID your target, which I have, roll d6, which I have, consult below. -1 if you are in line target, no, -1, -1. +1 cover, nope, nope. And +1 if in skirmish order unit is firing. So excuse me again. So I've got add 1 to the dice basically because in skirmish order they're quite useful, but obviously there's not a lot of them. So +1 to my dice roll. Obviously again we are looking at, oh, just want to check actually because I believe these guys are the militia. Yes they are. So let's have a look. Roll down the dice. Gosh, 1, but I get a +1, which makes it 2, which. So they still take damage. Oh. There we go. So, wrong guys. So they've now got 2 damage. Obviously, infantry units can take 4 damage. Light infantry, cavalry, artillery only take 2 damage before they're removed. And there you have it. So now we look to see what the Prussians can do. 6. Wow. Well, obviously open fire on these guys here. Extend my fire line. Keep these guys where they are. These guys are in range. These guys are in range. 2, 3. So we are in range of charging them. They are in line. Oh, I think we'll do it. Yeah, let's do it. So movement has been done. Firing. These guys are going to fire. They've got 1 shaken. Excuse me, 1 shaken token. So that adds 1 to the dice. They are average troops, so they're looking for 1, 2, or 3. Obviously, I've got to add 1 to their score. Oh no, actually it's plus, because we're firing at skirmish as well, so it's +2 to the dice, so it's a 4. So shaken token. Yeah. So basically it was +1 because they've got their shaken token, and +1 to the dice because they're actually firing at skirmishes. So yeah, the score is 4. So let's have a look. Oh, I didn't do the movement. Rewind the camera. Steve did do the movement. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hit them in the flank. Let's see what happens. The joys of playing solo. No one really saw that, did they? So here we go. So excuse the movement of paper and stuff. I just want to make sure I'm on the right thing. Okay, melee. Only 1 unit can engage each other at the same time. Yep. The only added to that is if someone was to join this melee, say these guys with melee, just add a minus to the dice. They wouldn't do 2 fighting. Both sides roll the dice at the same time. So I'm going to roll slightly different dices because I don't want to jinx the Bavarians anymore. -2 if cavalry attacking infantry that is in skirmish formation, which they're not. -1 if the cavalry are attacking artillery. No. -1 if charging, which they did. -1 if they're hitting in the flanks. Oh gosh, the poor Bavarians. So that's -2. Plus -1 if the commander's attached, which he isn't. -1 if the target. Nope. and -1. Sorry, reading the wrong one. -1 if the column is attacking. No, -1 is command attack. -1 if they're attacking flanks and rear. So basically it's -2, and we'll say -2 to the yellow dice. The Bavarians, unfortunately, get straight dices, so this could be a bit of a disaster. Okay, here we go. So -2, excuse me, on the blue dice gives a 1. So basically, slightly different with excuse me, slightly different with the thing is that they will take. What do you think? Let's check, because I believe these Bavarians. So I noted things on the bottom. So they're trained, so that's okay. So we're looking at the train. So basically, what you do is the results of the dice are slightly different. 1, 2, or 3 is a shaken token, is a damage token, and a 4, 5, or 6 is a shaken token. Plus, the unit has to retreat. But they've taken a damage token. So we shall add a damage token to the Bavarians. So there we have it. Just got to make sure, obviously, that the Bavarians, excuse me, rolled a 1. So we shall check and make sure, obviously, the cavalry's trained. So I'm looking at the right column. Oh, well, so the despite that, so did the what do you call it? So there you have it. That's the melee. I hope you got that right. It may be slightly different when I come back to it on the next thingy, but this video has lasted 12 minutes, so I'm going to stop it here. Bit of confusion there, but I think I've got it right, but I will check before I start the next video. So as always, thanks for taking the time to watch this video. Any comments, leave them in the any questions, leave them in the comments, and I'll get back to you soon. And as always, bye for now and take care.